Next guest is an expert on the immigration system, author of the book Safe Haven in America, Battles to Open the Golden Door. Michael Wildes joins us now, managing partner at the immigration law firm and also an immigration attorney for Melania Trump and her family. Thank you for being here. I want to start with just sort of a basic question, and that is around the venue issue. Why is an immigration judge not seeing this case first and it's going before the federal court?
So that's a fascinating question, and what a privilege for me to be here. As you can see behind me is a picture of my father with John Lennon. He was actually his immigration lawyer when the Nixon administration tried to deport the famous Beatle. The federal court has jurisdiction here because the person who's being prosecuted, the lawyer, went to federal court seeking redress. Immigration court would have jurisdiction or venue if it was a rescission decision to take the green card away. Rescission proceedings for green cards can happen either because the person lied on their green card and it was found later, or because of that statute that everyone's talking about, that he is undermining national security by persecuting Jews on campuses and showing material support with the indicia, the logo of Hamas, and so forth. Either way, this is a case of first impression. On the one side, you have what looks like the stymieing of free speech. On the other side, the government is saying this is not free speech. These are fighting words. He's inciting people and supporting terrorism. And there's a sense of hospitality that America has until you have the golden grail of citizenship that can pull your ticket if you step out of line with not just policy, but inciting harm to others. And legally, we have had experience like this in the past. It's called the fighting words doctrine. You can't walk into a movie theater and start screaming fire and say it's free speech. You can't walk on a campus and start persecuting Jews because your politic is different. We will listen to you, but we won't let you cause harm or give material support to a terrorist organization. That's what's going on.
To your point, Michael, about free speech, if this were a U.S. citizen who was born in the United States, would we still be seeing this type of protest and arrest and detention of a person if their status was different?
I'm going to answer that question in two hats. First, the legal hat and then the political hat. Legally, if the person was an American citizen, they would never be prosecuted by immigration. It would be up to the federal courts, the police department and the president, to the mayor or the governor to look of infractions. That's the legal answer. I'm going to put my political hat on because I happen to be a mayor of a city in New Jersey, Englewood, New Jersey. I'm in my fifth term. Here, the president had to step in because the mayor and the governor refused to. The mayor saying that this is not NYPD jurisdiction and the governor doing nothing. Shame on both. These are children in school paying tuition whose Star of David are being pulled off of them. They're being physically intimidated from being able to go to class. And the university is doing nothing. In fact, they're allowing the progenitor of all this, and they're going to make him into a martyr now, to come on campus as an alumni, even though he's a paid rabble-riser. So all of this is really a function of the myriad of both issues, both the legal and the political. The president basically stepping up and saying, if the governor and the mayor aren't going to touch this, I'm going to make sure that there's no victimization here. And the politics of this are also mirrored by the legal issue, and that is the school is creating a hostile environment. And that means that they are bending over and they are not doing what our children need to see is a nation of law and respect. Respect if you disagree with one another. It doesn't matter what your politic is here. You're not allowed to take fighting words or your hand to somebody else under any circumstance, not in America, not in this century.
A lot at play and a lot rests on this case and what happens here in the next few minutes inside that courtroom. Michael Wildes, I appreciate the explanation and your time this morning. Thank you.
My pleasure.